Jesus was around 12 years old when he said, I'm about my father's business, when Mary and Joseph was looking for him. At the age of 12, I'm about my father's business. I'm saying it for a reason. Y'all will catch it later on in this video. I want to talk about youth ministry in the church just for a moment. Another one of these touchy subjects. And anybody know me know my heart goes out for the children. And the question was brought to me, is that even in the Bible about a youth ministry? Because I don't see it. And my pastor teaches there is no such thing as youth ministry, so the youth at our church don't have nothing to do. I thank God I'm not at that church, and I wouldn't be at that church, and I'm not down in it. But how can you forget about the children? See, this is going on in a lot of churches. I don't know where y'all at, but down here in Dallas, I see this type of stuff. It's just a bunch of mess all the time because this is my church. God ain't even in the building. Then you can't do that over here, brother. We traditional. We stick to this and we stick to that. Yeah, you just religious and traditional, and you gon' find your way in the hell. Excuse me, hell like that. Excuse me, y'all, coming over this little cold I had earlier. But to get back on subject, how can you tell the children who's getting taken by the streets every day they can't do nothing? Now, I understand the Bible teaches us to do things in decent and order. But the Bible also tells us, in all our getting understanding. And a lot of children not understanding why they being blocked from the church. You can't praise dance over here. You can't sing. You can't do that rap. You can't do none of this stuff because of what the elders say. Let me say something, because you know this is a touchy subject and it frustrates a lot of people. But it frustrates the hell out of me to see so many youth being kicked to the curb. But I'm talking about by the church now. Kicked to the curb by the church. But here go the church folks always talking about, oh, look at how they know the latest dances. They dancing to Beyonce and they listening at that rap music and Lil Wayne and them R&B songs, that secular trash they listening to, but ain't doing nothing. But they ain't doing nothing but kicking them out of the church. But church is too busy being stuck on tradition and religion and these streets. I'm going to say this again. These streets are getting our babies every day. More and more young girls are becoming pregnant. Can't talk about that in the church. That ain't in the Bible. So much of our youth are going through some things. And I strongly agree with ministering to the youth and letting them express themselves. See, I deal with a lot of youth people. This is why I get kind of ticked off in videos and like this, because I deal with a lot of youth all the time, and that time is precious with them. In church and outside the church. That's what I do. And they are beautiful. Some of these kids ain't all that bad like people cracking them out to be. They just need somebody to spend time with them. They need love. They need it. They want somebody to hear them. And they being kicked away in so many ways. Sad enough, daddy is not there. It don't have to be this way. But the sad thing is too many youth ministries right now, they ain't built on biblical principles. And they got the wrong people in leadership. They just hyped up on the hype. Now, you ask me if God even want youth ministry in the church? That's a simple question to me. Even though we're in this modern day church, you might not see too much in the Bible about youth ministry in the Old Testament, but in the modern, right now, let's just fast forward to our days time, because church ain't no way, it ain't like it used to be no way. We just get that out in the open. The sad thing is, like I was saying, these youth ministries that I see a lot are built on the wrong stuff. Like I say, wrong people in position. That's why I said at the beginning that Jesus was about his father's business at the age of 12 years old. When we know we got younger people, but even Jeremiah, he was young. But like I say, we got younger children that's, under the, let's just say 5, 6 years old. You start getting from 5 to 8 on up, 9 to a teenager. And these children, a lot of times, don't have nothing to do in church. But this is why, catch this, this is why it is so important that your teaching starts at home. Let me say it again, parents. The teaching starts at home. Charity starts at home. The love starts at home. But nowadays, what's going on? Y'all don't get mad at me for saying this, but it's just the truth. Ain't hardly no teaching in the house. Everybody is in separate rooms. Don't nobody even hardly eat at the dinner table no more together. Everybody in separate rooms doing what they want. Ain't no family time no more. These kids now have so many things to play with all this stuff out now. And I see people sending their children a timeout. That's just sending them to a blessing. Timeout is a blessing for them. They got so much to play with. See, I don't even have a clue on what timeout was growing up. They took the time out to whoop the hell out of us. We got beat down. And even when we was getting beat down, they made us read a book. And they took away everything we love. I hope some of you youngsters are listening. Not only did you get beat down, but they took away everything you love. We have iPods, computer, all this high technology stuff out now. But they did it out of love when they whooped us. You ever wonder why you think this young man right here straighten up? I had to. This is why I believe in youth ministry. Sad thing is now they done took prayer out of school. See, when I was in school, anybody can whoop the hell out you. The coach, the principal, the teacher, somebody coming off the street. They ain't have to have no title daddy to tear you up. So with this youth ministry, it's sad because you taking away what the children need. But let me get back to the main point also about what I see in these youth ministries, because I tells the truth about what's going on. Too many, let me get back to these leaders, not even delivered. And I stand against this mess that they doing. Most churches that I know, I'm just being real, I'm not going to call out names, but if they looking at this video, shoe fit word. Most churches that I know have homosexuals over the music. How you going to teach the children? So that means they over the youth department also, the youth choir. They putting anybody in position nowadays in these churches. I know women who are shacking up, making babies out of wedlock, left and right, who are over the youth. And all these youth see these examples of what not to be. So this is what they are doing, following mess. People being taught, children being taught the wrong way. We got too many weak pastors who are weak and allowing everything to go on. The Bible say you train up a child in the way they should go, and when they get old, they shall not depart from it. It didn't say nothing about confusing the child. Teenagers need to know the truth also. There is so much confusion in these churches. And there's so much these churches could be doing, but the youth is being overlooked. Overlooked. You crying about they can't do this. And like I say, but soon as the dope dealer come get the young man and say, you want to make some money? And he says, yeah. Now all of a sudden you want to go all the way off on the young man because, oh, now little man is selling dope. Well, little man came to the church for help. Little man was looking for guidance, but you told little man he can't do nothing. So what you doing in these churches is pushing these children right back into the terrible streets. They can't even go to school nowadays. Shooting at the school. All sex at the school. Teachers sleeping with children at these schools. Come on, people. The church need to be, right now, the church need to be hitting hard now than ever. But what the church doing? Sitting around gossiping. Having all these damn bake sales. And we got a fish fry next week. We got another building fund. Ain't built the damn building yet. Excuse my word, damn. I'm not cussing out the Lord's building. I'm talking about these building funds, and there is no building, but you got the funds. Why don't somebody start spending this money on these children who need shoes to wear? Clothes on their back, shoes on their feet, a hot meal, coming home to where their parents, if they're around, is strung out. See, y'all don't see what I see. A lot of y'all don't see what I see. You got to come with me to go to where I go to see what I see. And you understand why I say what I say. Need more reaching out, but we got more kicking out. Woo. Matter of fact, that's what I'm going to title this video. Instead of reaching out, we kicking out. Bless. Y'all stay blessed.